everyone. This is Maria Pillon, and you know me. And this is my sister, Bruna Pillon. And hello, Bruna. So I am so very excited, Bruna, to have you on and to share this information with my subscribers, but also with the people that are following you. Now, Bruna, as I mentioned, she is my sister, and she is a beauty therapist and an esthetician with an international instructor qualification. So she really knows her stuff, especially in health and wellness. However, in the recent years, Bruna has been focusing primarily on nutrigenomics. And Bruna, I really would like you to talk about that because a lot of people do not know what that is, even though we go into a different subject today. And epigenetics, natural protocols for health and wellness, utilizing the body's ability to correct itself. So that is huge. And so, Bruna, tell me a little bit about yourself, just a teeny bit. Why did you decide to do this?
Well, thanks so much for having me, Maria. I mean, I appreciate you asking me because, you know, sometimes sisters, they don't do stuff like this together, but we've been in this world of beauty and health and wellness together for so long that we share a lot of information, right? We talk to each other and we back each other up. Nutrigenomics and epigenetics, it's something that is very recent in the world of health, right? And it's about changing your mind from supplementing to triggering cellular activation pathways. And it's taken a while for the health industry, the vitamin industry, the supplement industry in general to change. And we're looking at how natural supplements, food source supplements, can actually change your genetics to trigger cellular pathways that your body can start becoming stronger rather than becoming dependent on supplementation. So it's a change in thinking, if you will. In the last couple of years, my mind has had to change 180 degrees from supplementing. As you know, we come from a supplementing world. That's all we've done. And now it's changed a lot. So I don't supplement anymore. I try to activate my cellular pathways to make my body stronger.
Yeah, that is actually quite amazing. And I think that now we're going to be doing 2 or 3 episodes on this subject. We have so much that we would like to share, and but we do need to focus because people are clicking on this video or tutorial on about collagen and what it's about, what it is. It's such a big buzz. And I know myself and you, we have tried collagen and we haven't seen any differences on our skin. I know that I tried different ones, and I think you will be talking to some other supplements that is out there, which the one that you're going to be talking about is not a supplement. Do we need to take a collagen supplement? Yes or no?
If you'd asked me this question a couple of years ago, I would have said no. My world is about natural nutrigenomics, allowing the body to become stronger by making the body work. So the answer a couple of years would have been no, probably not. I would have encouraged you to do bone broth, to take things that help the body make collagen. Unfortunately, our environment, sugars, things that we do to ourselves, we're breaking collagen down more quickly than we're making it. Yes. And so we know now that we start to break down collagen in our 20s, at the rate of 1% per year. By the time you go through menopause, it goes up to 2% a year. By the time that you've passed menopause by 5 years, you probably would have gotten rid of maybe 30% of your collagen. And that's a lot. And you see it several years after a menopause. You talk to many women and they notice that after a couple of years of menopause, everything starts to break down. By the time you're 80, your collagen would have broken down in the upwards of 70 to 80%. Yeah. And we are, in a nutshell, falling apart. Collagen is the glue that holds us together. And it's not just for women, it's not just for skin, it's for all tissues. So yes, at this point, I think it's important to find a collagen that not only is supplementing your body, but activating as well. And we're going to talk more about that later.
Yeah. And I know that another thing that especially women, yes, we have all these stepping stones with the hormones that ages us, but also the stress that women are going through more than normal, and stress will attack a lot of your tissues like the collagen.
Well, oxidative stress is one of the main ones. I know there's sugar is a big one. I know you talk about glycation in one of your other episodes, but sugar is one of the biggest ones because it prevents the body from making collagen, from synthesizing collagen. Tobacco, alcohol, oxidative stress is a buzzword instead of free radical damage that affects collagen production. Absolutely, and that's something that
we're going to have an episode on that too, Bruna. I know that we will. Yes, we will. Okay, another question that I have, and it's a two-part here. How does collagen get to your skin? Because we are in the beauty industry. That's number one. And the second one, really huge, and that was a question that I had for so long. How do peptides, which are protein, survive the stomach, hydrochloric acid, and all the acids in the stomach?
Well, that's a good question because that's exactly what happens. The stomach breaks down everything. So how could a peptide, how is that able to transport through those acids and end up where we need it to be? And there's a study that is one of my favorite ones, and I'll give you the name of it so you can post it up for your subscribers. But they took the peptide. So we know that collagen is a protein, and you and I know that in the 70s, 80s, collagen was mainly used as a topical because it was too big to break down, right? The body would need to break it down, reassemble it, and it just wouldn't absorb anyways. But we now have peptides, and peptides are small chains. So we have amino acids, which are single. We have peptides, which is a grouping of amino acids. And then we have groupings of peptides, which make a protein, a collagen. The study, which is so cool, they tagged the peptide with radioactive tags. Okay. And they gave it to, small mammals to see what would happen. And then there is a process called whole body audio radiography. Okay. And that is the ability of the radiation to be seen wherever it needs to be seen.
Oh, wow.
They waited for 30 minutes and they could see that the peptide had ended up in the dermal fibroblasts, which produces collagen. They found it in the synovial fluid of joints and cartilage, and they found it in the osteoblast and osteoclast of bones. So they could see that peptide had transversed through the stomach acids, through the intestinal tract, into the tissues that it needed to be. That study proved that it was able to get to where it needed to be without being degraded at all. So now we know for certain that these peptides are making to their final destination.
Wow. Okay. So that is huge. I have another question for later, but this one here, that's one that I would like to ask you, Bruna, is do collagen supplements actually work to make your skin look younger?
Here's what happens with the body. The body is like a scavenger, and it'll utilize whatever it can and give it to the most important organ.
Makes sense.
So if you don't have enough collagen, the body will divert all the collagen that is needed to the most essential organs. The less essential, less important tissues like the skin, because believe it or not, you can live without your skin. You can't live without your heart. So collagen will sort of divert to those organs that are more important, and things like skin, things like joints, tissues that are not as important, cartilage, they will not get the collagen that it needs because it's being used where it's most important. And so when you start taking collagen that is bioavailable, that works well, that is triggering your own body's ability to make collagen, then you will start to see it in the less essential tissues. So a lot of people ask me, well, why is it that you had such a great result and I didn't? Well, it's probably because maybe my essential organs had enough collagen and the extra went to my skin, my nails, my hair, because it affects all those tissues. Whereas your body is very smart and it will make the decision of where that collagen is needed most.
And you know what? And I totally agree because I started with a collagen that you suggested me to take. And I did not see as good results as you or other people. And I was a little bit annoyed, just like, hello, I'm on my 14th day. And we did take a picture before and after, and I'm going to bring it up because some people say, yes, you can see results. But I'm also older than you, number one, and maybe I'm older inside. But I know one thing I have like, in my joints, I have weakness in my joints, but lately I don't have as much pain after taking the collagen.
We have a lot of people saying exactly the same thing, that they'll say, you know what, I don't care about the extra wrinkle here and there. I really don't.
All
I
want
care that I sleep at night. I
Yes.
care that my pain is not waking me up in the middle of the night. So yes, is this amazing for skin and hair and nails and all the things that we care about, and our lashes? Absolutely, because that's an outward appearance. But if the collagen is able to make that kind of a change outward, imagine what it's doing to the internal tissues, because every cell requires collagen, and the collagen fibers are holding those cells in place like a scaffolding, right?
Yeah.
We see it in our skin when that scaffolding breaks down, that we have the wrinkles, the sagging. That's happening in our organs. It's happening inside us. The cells are deteriorating, and that's when health issues begin to occur.
Yeah.
So yes, we see it on the outside, pretty much last. Let's fix the internal as well.
Organs first. Yeah. Wow.
Sure.
Anyways, I have another question for you, Bruna. Does collagen supplementation affects other tissues of the body beside hair, nails, and skin, that the outside?
Yeah. So I like to say that question again. I like to hear that being asked a lot, because we touched a little bit on it a bit already, but it's about organs that deteriorate as we get older.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is bones. You know, for women, I mean, we bleed out minerals every month for decades. It's no wonder that we go through osteopenia, osteoporosis, and all that kind of stuff. So we do need minerals. But in between the bone structure that actually makes the bone spongy is collagen. And
Yes.
if we don't have that, we get that brittleness and bones break. The muscle tissues, we know we get cramping, we get it starts to become less dense, less pliable.
Yeah.
Everything starts to dry out like a dried fruit, and we need to make sure that we get that collagen back in there, because collagen is a humectant, right? It draws moisture to itself.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to go into a little bit more as to why certain collagens are better than others. But moisture is the key thing with getting moisture to those organs, because, or even like a lot of people suffer from leaky gut.
Yes.
Okay, so leaky gut is basically our intestines. They're made of cells too. They're held together by that structure. And if that structure is not there, on the skin we see it, things sag. Inside sags as well.
Sags as
so
well.
you don't get that nice dense tissue that's holding things in place. So every organ will begin to deteriorate and fall apart and age without collagen. So yeah, essentially it's the glue that holds us together.
Especially for women that get the pelvic girdle dropping, and they are not understanding, or they're not figuring out why that's happening. And basically it's a deficiency. One of the things is collagen.
Collagen, and I know we're going to talk about this in the future, but our NRF2 pathways, which basically upregulates our own antioxidant response, paired up with a really good collagen that works, will prevent or will minimize a lot of these health issues. And yeah, every organ, especially women, our female organs, they're not held together by bones. They're all suspended with ligaments,
Tendons,
right?
ligaments,
ligaments don't have enough connection, well, everything starts to fall. And so we can help that a lot by a good collagen and making sure that we make our body stronger. Collagen peptides, they all kind of work. Some work better than others. So you need to decide which collagen you're going to spend your money on. You're looking at things like, is it sourced ethically? Does the company, does it have full disclosure? Are you able to see where things are manufactured? Those things are really important. You need to be able to look at the company that's manufacturing your products and be able to say, yes, these are the T's that they cross and the I's that they dot. So that's really important. And I want to go into that next time. But there's a lot of good products out there. I don't want to say there's just one or two, but there are some that are better than others.
But so next week we're going to have another one on what to choose and what to look into it. Thank you so much, Bruna, for spending time with us. It was
my pleasure. It's my honor to be asked. Actually, I look forward to seeing this episode. Thank you for asking me.
You know what? I was thinking, who should I ask to be part of this? And you are the best person. Thank you, Bruna.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's great to be here. Thanks.